So, story time. 2008, I'm pregnant with my first kid, and I want to be responsible. I want to do as much as I can to be a responsible mom and parent of this unborn child, because he did not ask to be here and he deserved the best. I don't know if I know at that point if it was a boy or a girl, but that child didn't ask to be here. Me and my husband decided that we want to have a kid, and that's our responsibility. And so we got to step up. So I called my credit union and I spoke to the financial planning area, and they was like, okay, we'll email you some some items that we recommend that you start with. And this is the start with items. When they sent me the email, it was 22 items. Huh? I thought I just needed some life insurance. What do you mean 22 items? 22 items on the list. Some of the things was like have an emergency fund, 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses, have life insurance, have a retirement fund, contribute to your retirement, when the baby born, start a 529 fund, have a will, have a trust, those kind of things. I was like, what? I had none. We had just got married a few months ago. So we paid for our wedding, and I made sure we paid cash. We didn't take out anything on credit. So our savings was a little low, but I had nothing else. I had nothing else. So, but I was freaked out. I wouldn't lie. That day I was freaked out. I didn't do anything that day. When my husband came home, I told him, and he was like, what? Be responsible is a lot of work. I was like, tell me about it. Anyway, I called and about a retirement plan, because if you have listened to my video, at this point I've been watching Susie Orman for 8 years. Me and my husband, when we got married, we used to watch her every Saturday night on CNBC. I started watching Susie Orman in 2000. That was one of my first inspiration and guidance, and she always recommended the Roth IRA. And as well as our tax bracket was pretty low, so it made sense for us. We wasn't in a high tax bracket, so we didn't need to have a traditional IRA, because we didn't need to save taxes, because we were actually getting earned income credit back then, them days. So I called up asking about a Roth IRA, and for my husband specifically, because at that time I wasn't working. But then I was also informed that I qualify for one because I wasn't working, because I was married to someone who's working. I can qualify for a Roth IRA. Sign me up for 2. Not 1, sign me up for 2. And so 2008, I established my retirement, because I was always, if I want to be a stay-at-home mom, but at that point, I didn't determine I was going to be a stay-at-home mom. Daycare was still a possibility. But I was in a new state, didn't know anyone, and I didn't feel comfortable leaving him. As well as daycare was expensive, and I didn't have a job. At that time, I didn't go to school yet, so I didn't have a job that pays well. I would probably get a minimum wage job, and I didn't think that made sense. So I was like, I'm going to stay with my baby. We can pay our bills, and I'll do other things to make money, because I'm creative. So that's what we did. But at that point, I'd be lying if I said I knew I was going to be a stay-at-home, because that was never a goal of mine. I like being in these streets. Actually, being a stay-at-home mom almost drove me crazy. Okay, is this light going to change? So, yeah, I had to cross. So yeah, being a stay-at-home mom was a journey, but I love it now. I don't call myself a stay-at-home mom now, but I'm okay with it. Anyway, so I got the retirement plan, and the minimum was $25, and that's all we could afford, and that's what we did until we could do better. So we started. We didn't think that we need to max it. We didn't think that we need to put in 100, 400. We did what we could. So could you do what you could?